ain't no killing without killing. We gonna keep it real.
Melly, Yarmel Williams, who was on the drill scene in Chicago, died at an early age of 27. Yarmel was featured on Season 1, Docu-Ep 9, The Final Hours. Melly was a high-ranking member of 051 within Young Money. 051 Young Money is a set of MCs at war with multiple gangs across the city. 051 Young Money is on 49th, 50th, 51st, from STL to South Cottage Grove. 051 are Mickey Cobras, not clicked up with any other set of MCs. Although they are MCs, they are not clicked up for any other MC sets, which is why they are renegades. 051 Young Money is a very ruthless set. .051 Young Money are at war heavily with THF 46, which are clicked up with 46 and Woodlawn, which are BDs. Now THF are MCs and BDs. Okay, so I'm finna take y'all down the block to 49th, 50th, 51st, and STL in South Cottage Grove. Here is the story of 051MELLY. Yarmel was a really cool dude. He was a young hitter from the south side of Chicago. He never lived outside Chirac. Melly was a lifer. Melly was a street dude. He lived off the power, the gang ties, and the street cred that being in a gang provided. Melly definitely had clout. Linear model of communication. A characterization as communication as a one-way process that transmits a message from a sender to a receiver. When Melly was in the 5th grade, his teacher told him that he had the energy that gave off a positive aura if he could only use it to do good and not do bad. Yarmel was originally from the Castle building on 62nd. The Castle projects are on 62nd and Calumet, which are BDs. That is how Melly became gang. Growing up on the south side of Chicago, Yarmel knew he had to get in a gang to take on the elements of which a gang provided. He wanted to be the top dude, and indeed he did. From a teacher-student to a gangster's persona, from a golden gun to a rusty 38, Yarmel turned the heat up on a gangster's thermometer. Yarmel was a gravedigger. Yarmel eventually grew and his family moved to 51st and South Cottage Grove. His auntie told him at the age of 17 to watch from the sideline and don't be the watched. Yarmel responded to his auntie, "Aunt, being watched isn't the issue. It all depends on who's watching you." His aunt responds, "Yarmel, boy listen, sideline." Selective listening, responding to some parts of a message and rejecting others. Yarmel responded, yet he rejected what he didn't like. Yarmel is now starting to be known on 51st and start to make a name for himself on Cottage Grove. Yarmel, now Melly, start to get live and 051 up. Young Money Melly is now clicked up with the MCs on Cottage Grove in the Woodlawn community. He started to build his street status as Young Money or 051 or Gravedigger. Melly eventually had some kids of which he took care of day in and day out. Melly was the provider. He didn't have a 9 to 5, but his pockets stayed on 9 to 5. Melly flashed his bands on Instagram for the world to see. He spoke about spending bands on retros, which are $200 a pop. Melly liked retro 11s. Melly was on the fast track of emotional contagion, which is a process of transferring emotions from one person to another. Members from 051 started to get killed, and Melly vowed for revenge on any set that dissed his dead homies. The biggest war started boiling from 44th to 51st, from THF to 051, from a killer set to a ruthless gang. Both sets started sliding and members started dying. Zico was killed, then 051 adopted Zico World or Zico Gang. Then Fax was killed, and now Lil Mark. After Melly lost Mark, Zico, and Fax, he turned heartless. Melly stated that he would forever dig graves for Fax. Melly nicknamed himself the Grave Digger. Melly's heart started to grow cold. He really missed Fax. Fax was killed by 600, and Melly stated, "Get back is coming for Lil Mark and Fax, so dig a grave." A member from 600 dissed Fax, and Melly responded, "Boy, I'm a real grave digger. Who you think killed Shaq? You're not a killer, so stop dissing." Paraphrasing, restating the essence of a sender's message in our own words. Melly was heartless. He went on to further diss Shaq by stating, "Now that Shaq's deceased, who's gonna kiss his ugly ass son now that he dead?" Melly didn't have a premonition of himself dying, but death itself was looking for him. And members stated to Melly, "Dude, when I see you, I'ma kill you. I can merch that." Melly responded, "R.I.P. Fax and Lil Mark. I'm steady dropping bodies. The devil better start thanking me. He a smooth killer." Melly hated 600 for killing Fax and Lil Mark. He wanted to re-dig D-Thang and kill him again. D-Thang was a deceased 600 member who was killed by Jaro, who Melly was tight with. Or so we thought. Melly was not invincible. He went through an attribute of emotion that referred to whether the emotion reflected a positive or negative feeling. That's valence. Melly's emotions were not dualism, as his statements matched his actions. He was not confused, and when someone isn't confused, they want to be feared. MOB Scrap was killed because members from 56 and Shields feared him. Being feared here in Chicago is a death warrant, signed and endorsed to yours truly. See, Melly lost his close friends. He was crying for help in a different way. Jakira expressed her feelings through pain. Melly did through violence. Melly went on to state, "Shoot a nigga in the face a couple times so he die faster." Melly was not afraid to kill, which is why members respected him. Melly kept dissing Lil Durk. Even though he loved his music, He stated he still would kill him if he catches him lacking. Vaughn 2. On one instance, Melly got wind that THF was filming a highly disrespectful video, bus stop, dissing Lil Mark, and OTF Chino was in it. Before the video dropped, Chino was killed. Melly claimed that hit on OTF Chino. Chino was also Lil Durk's studio manager. Durk bumped into Melly and no words were exchanged. On another instance, a fan posted on Twitter stating we caught OTF Chino on Stony and changed his ass. And Melly replied, "Stop claiming bodies that ain't yours. We all know what I did. Talk about what you've done." Ambushing. Listening carefully to a message and then using the information later to attack the sender. Every time Melly sent a tweet, his ops would later use his post to attack him. Melly also hung with a notorious killer who went by 051MELLY, whose real name is Arius Fitch. Arius was seeking revenge from someone sliding on them hours earlier. Ari spotted 15-year-old THF Raheem Darren, walking with a friend, and he pulled up and opened fire, killing Raheem with no hesitation. Ari was definitely a killer. Melly stated, "I'ma kill on sight." He really meant it. He was also beefing with a lot of gang members on Twitter. He told THF TP that a THF member told him if TP dies, nobody would miss him. TP responded, "Yeah, okay, Melly." Melly then stated, "It's General Melly to you, and I'm just telling you what they told me." Melly didn't take shots. He really meant it. He even stated, "If I catch a op, I'ma kill him and his girl if she with him. I don't give out passes. A nigga ain't gonna give me one." Symbolic interaction. The theory that our understanding of ourselves and of the world is shaped by our interactions with those around us. 051 interacted and shaped themselves with killers. 051 Driller, who is a known gang member in Woodlawn, turned the heat up when he dropped 51 dead ops. He dissed other sets' dead homies. He especially hit members who were DIY. While Melly was absent, Driller went on to drop the hardest diss track in 2018. He dissed Bobo from THF, LA from 600, 600 Lil Boo, Raheem, Newski, Fahim, Boss Rail, Pluto, and 42 more dead ops. After 051 Driller dropped his diss track, he was spotted on social media, drunk in a hotel lobby with his gang, passed out. He really gotta be careful. I don't wanna see him caught lacking. Driller, please be watchful. His diss track started to trend, and others started dropping similar diss tracks as well. Melly gave credit to Driller for that track, and stated it was fire, and that the ops can respond. Melly went to DeSalvo High School on 50th and State. That's how he linked with the MCs on 51st, and he became official after Zico died. Melly was really close with Dro City, Snowblock on 64th and South Ellis. 64th and South Ellis is Melly's last known address, as he lived there with his father and grandmother, being his mother passed away. That took a toll on Yarmel. It forced him to be raised by his grandmother. Now we all know OTF and Mubu used to be close, evident by Lil Durk being in King Louie's Michael Jordan video and Louie being in Dirk Jackson visual. People wonder why their relation turned cold. It went south when 600 killed T Streets from 051. So Melly and an 051 member slid on Shaq. A 600 member killed Fax, and then Trix was killed. Then in retaliation, 051 slid on LA as payback. Then 600 slid on Polo and Lil Mark. There are boundaries and statuses that all Chirac gangsters must live by, and that's this the ops, dead homies, till you die. On phone 051 Young Money Melly didn't take kind to 600 members killing Facts. Melly stated 51st and Cottage, do not cross that line, or I'll kill you. 051 Melly stated, look, play with me if you want. You know who I am. I'm the grave digger. He also stated, this ain't a game. When I catch you, I'ma stretch you. I dug your homie's grave, and I'll dig yours. Then Melly also stated, the ops killed Facts and Lil Mark. They ass gonna be next. Ask Chino. And then Melly also stated, I'll kill any nigga in your family. Play with me. Melly didn't take kind to niggas dissing Facts. Then he also stated, I used to love the niggas on 62nd and Calumet, but now I'll smoke any of their ass on phone. As things turned up, more members started dying. Due to the bloodshed, OTF and Mubu stopped ganging with each other, and 051 started hanging tight with Mubu. Then it got hot. King Louie, standing on the 3900 block of 83rd Street in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood, OTF Toon slid through and shot Louie 7 times. Louie survived the shooting and regrets standing there. Lil Durk responds in a song, B.O.N. dissing Mubu and stated my nigga Toon, he a loose screw. However, it wasn't over. Mubu slid on Toon, killing him and shooting his grandmother in the head. She survived. Low context culture. A culture in which there is a high degree of indifferences and similarities amongst members. 051 had very little indifferences and little to no similarity. Each member was unique. Melly started to escape death. He was grazed in the head on 2 separate occasions. One occasion was with 051 Aereo and another was with Mubu Crump, in which Crump was killed. 051 Driller told Melly he gotta move different from now on and stay low. Melly accepted that and swore to move different. When Crump was killed, they were on 68th and Morgan, which are insane GDs. Mubu was dissing OTF and THF hard. He was making YouTube videos, going to the op dev sites and laughing at them. They tried to kill Melly, but didn't mind the free body. Crump was an op as well. Melly started to chill out. However, a fan created a fake page and started taunting Melly on Twitter. Melly stated, "When I find out who on that fake page, I'ma kill you." Then merged it on his kids. Melly told a member in 051 that the devil speaks to him. Melly was inspired by a tattoo that he wanted of the devil whispering to him, and he listens. Melly's friend told him not to get that tattoo, and Melly listened. Melly gangs hard with Jaro. There was an incident where Taekwon told Melly that 051 was dissing Brick and Kobe and to tell them to chill. Melly stated, "They grown as hell. I can't tell them what to do." Melly and Tycoon World started to fall out about other members dissing Tuka Gang, mostly Brick and Kobe. Brick had mad love for THF despite them being ops to 051. Tycoon World felt some type of way that Melly was on the block, yet his gang was dissing Tukaville. Then Melly and a Tycoon World member fell out and had an exchange of words. Melly stayed away from a certain TW member, and the TW member stayed away from Melly. However, there was going on personal attacks back and forth between the two and personal chats. Melly goes on his day. Jarl City decides to throw a party for Can't Get Right, who was killed months earlier. On September 1st, 2019, Melly got a call that Jaro was throwing a party and he was invited. Melly asked who was going to be there. They responded, "Just Jaro and the block and some bitches." Melly replied, "I'm in." Before the party started, Melly received a call letting him know not to come, that them TW boys are here, the same one you got into it with. Melly replied, "Nah, I'm coming." Melly is at the party and it seemed fine, up until some shit popped off and Melly was shot. Melly was not alone, and 051 later found out that another member from 051 was with Melly. As Melly is being killed, Jarl City member Travis is on live and captures the sound in the background. Soon after that day, Jarl City Travis was killed. Before Travis was killed, members from the block were stating Travis was going around telling people who killed Melly and got backlash from the streets. Melly's girlfriend was very hurt when he was killed. She went on to state, "I know you was thinking about me, baby. We argued all day yesterday. I didn't even get a chance to tell you I love you. Yarmel, you bogus, babe. I'm hurt, Pooh. Why you do this to me? Why?" "Right, bitch. I thought you was gonna marry me, Yarmel. We had it all planned out. Why? Why you doing this to me, G?" You niggas are scared of my shorty. He had all you niggas shook. Stop playing. Never disrespect. Hashtag King of the Streets. How, Yarmel? How? Why you let them score, Yarmel? How? Yarmel, you said you would never leave me. What happened? Why you doing this to me? Yarmel's girlfriend was going through a lot of mixed emotions. She was expressing her pain. Melly stated to her he was going to marry her, and in Chicago, women don't see that often. Melly sadly passed away at the young age of 27. He is now buried along with Fax and Lil Mark. Melly stated, "I'ma die a legend." Melly lost his mother and father of unwritten causes. He now has his wish to be next to his parents in burial.